Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back once again to the Ghost Stories Told from the South. I'm your host, Stephen LeBooth. We got some great stuff for you today. Some good stories. Good stories. I got some good news to tell you, ghouls and ghouls, later. I'm not going to ruin the surprise and tell you now. But I hope you're ready for some spooky, crappy stuff. How has everybody been doing? It's me, your host with the most, baby. Stephen LeBooth. I'm here to tell you some good old scary stories. Oh, I'm glad everybody's back and ready to have a good time. It's been a fun week so far, but I hope you're ready to listen to some good old ghost stories and stuff. I hope everybody enjoys our show and our program. You know, I hope it's a little break from the everyday for you, or you can listen to it while you're at work. Hope it helps you make your day go faster. But I appreciate everybody who listens, man. Our downloads are going up, our likes are going up, and more subscribers, and I'm still working on the YouTube page. I'm about getting it done. I got up to episode 53 on the YouTube. Now, we don't do videos every time, but we're getting to the point I'm going to start doing them every time we do one of these. So you could go to the YouTube and check us out there. But let's get on with why we're here. It's time to scare you guys. Our first story. Well, crap. I had my pen. Oh, there it is. Okay. I got to write my time down. Sorry for the blankness. All right. Our first story. And this is, I believe this is Russia or... No, I'm finishing up Spain, I believe. Yeah. I'm finishing up, not Spain, you dummy. I'm finishing up Sweden, and then after that, I believe it's Russia. But anyways, my first story is the Colster Hotel in Vansenia. It is located in a monastery of Holy Bridge of Sweden from the 14th century along the footsteps of Birger Jarl from the 13th century. If the ghost is the spirit of Bridget herself, it's unknown. Nobody really knows. But there are several reports of a lady that will sit down on guests, or sit down, not sit down on the guests, but sit down. Oh, it will sit on the guest's bedside. So whichever side you're not sleeping on, it'll sit there. Or it might sit on your side. In the castle, in the house, some have even caught the shadows of a ghost on camera. It's also common that lights are turned on and off without a logical explanation in the main building. So it's another short one. It's just what I mean about this research. There's some of these places I can dig up and find some good stuff. Some stuff it just gives you a couple of stories, you know. But I don't want to bore you too much going to the Wikipedia of when it was built and all that. But some of the stories already provide that, but some don't. But I hope you enjoyed that one. That one sounds like it has some creepy crap happening in it. That would creep me the hell out if I'm sitting there sleeping and somebody sits on the side of my bed and I'm there alone and I know I am. I'm not lying. If I encountered something like that, I'd probably crap my pants or scream. Because I'm not lying, guys. I'll volunteer and get with y'all and go anywhere. But I'm a little girl and I will scream like a sissy. Okay, going to story number 2. Story number 2 is the Cryptsomes Vardar Dosh. Anyways, Vardosh. Vardosh. Anyways, I just do. It's the Cripps Homes in Maryfield. It's one of the oldest inns in Sweden. It rests on the base of an old monastery from the 15th century. There's a lot of monasteries in Sweden, I noticed. The ghost at the Cripps Homes in Vardash is said to be the old monks, but they do not have any evil intentions. Apparently, they just like to be seen. They don't really like to mess with you a whole lot. In room 115 and 210 is said to be the most haunted rooms, with several guests reporting that there was definitely something moving in the room. And at the same time, they got the feeling that someone tucked them in like a baby. So they definitely can feel someone in the room and see something move. And then all of a sudden they're kind of tucked in like a baby once they go to sleep. That's weird as shit. I couldn't go to sleep if I could see something. I'd be like, hell to the no, no, no. I'd make a podcast while I was doing it. Make a live haunted podcast. And that's another thing, guys, we haven't done yet because COVID kind of screwed us last year. So we're going to try in the next year, this year and next year, the next 2 years, really getting out there and meeting some of you guys and doing some of these, going and visiting some of these places and doing a podcast there. That's really what I want to do. I think it'd be cool. Do podcast on a live haunted house. So I think it'd be awesome. Then in the wine cellar is another common area that is said to be haunted, where the staff has reported mystical events through the years. Now, I'm not for sure what they mean by mystical, but I think that means like, I don't know, mystical or something. But yeah, the wine cellar is another hot spot. And that is, I don't know what that is about even houses, just anything in general. The lowest area of the house sometimes is the most haunted place. And I need to check that out. Need to make a note of that because, if you think about it, a lot of the stories, the basement, the basement was the worst place. Kind of like in A Haunting in Connecticut, that main place was the basement. It was haunting the whole house, but it was the main source of the power was the basement, and everything's the basement. That is weird. Okay, let's move on to story number 2. Oh, that was number 2. I'm such a weenie head. Okay, this is I don't know how to pronounce this because this is like really wow. Well, yeah, this is I can do the last word. Prasgard. Prasgard is an old rectory in Beling in southern Sweden. Hey, ho. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I was writing my time down. I forgot to there. And if you hear any growl on the back, that's the studio dog Max. He's playing with one of his new toys. He's got a new chew toy. Okay. And it is in southern Sweden. It was moved to Perkin in the 1940s. It said they moved the structure that ghost observations became more regular. Books have actually been falling out doorknobs move and have been pushed down, and mysterious actions have been heard from the stairs. So this place is pretty haunted. It's like a hotel, I gather. And you can hear voices from children, and children's calls prevail the halls through the place. And in the 1980s, the priest Radolfson saw a female ghost, which eventually resulted in him moving away. Yeah. This place is pretty old, too. It was built in the 18th century. Yeah. So if you're ever in Pasgard, Sweden, I guess go check out this hotel. Sorry, guys, I cannot pronounce it. But it had to be written on the detail for the show. So, yeah. It's weird. I can't pronounce that. Something Berga. So, anyways. Let's go to story number 4, I believe. Okay. Number 4 is the Furnäset Hotel. This place used to be one of the largest mental hospitals in Sweden. Oh, that's nice. Let's go buy an old mental hospital and turn that son of a bitch into a hotel. We'll make billions. We'll be like, it'll be a money maker. It'll be a printing machine. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Okay, it was the largest mental hospital in Sweden with rooms for more than 300 patients. It was named the Pendia Hospital, and in the 1950s, some 800 patients were admitted. Many of them were treated with torture-like methods such as lobotomies and electric shocks. And if y'all have listened to the show before, I know y'all have heard me and Lexi talk about this. It's pretty gross what they did back then, but they didn't know either. So they were just using these people as guinea pigs and doing that stuff, seeing if it was really working, because it really wasn't 100%. Like a lobotomy, you know what that is? They get a steel bar, they stick it in your eye socket right there, go up in your skull and your brain, and move it back and forth like a windshield wiper. In their mind, that was clearing the cobwebs. No, dumbass. You was killing all the nerve endings to your brain, and it was making you a vegetable. It was making you stupid. They couldn't figure out why. And then they thought shocking the piss out of somebody would really help the cause too. So a lot of brutal things happened back then. So in a lot of these places, a lot of hindered spirits and bad spirits, or not bad spirits, just pissed off spirits in general because of this, you know. Just think if you lived in a place, your family dumped you off after you were in the system, and all you did was get tortured and peeled up and experimented on. You'd be pissed off too if you died there. Nowadays, it's a hotel and conference center where you can stay overnight. However, the place is still referred as to be haunted by many of the the place is referred to as haunted by many ghost hunters from all over the world. And they have came there and done a lot of stuff too. So it's a hot spot. That'd be cool to do a podcast there. Knowing my luck, I'd get something slap me or something. Excuse me. And then on live air, I'd be screaming like a girl. The guests and the staff have reported the sound of rolling beds in the corridors and footsteps that keep getting closer and closer, and then they stop. That's what happens. They'll be like away from them, and they'll hear them coming, but you can't see nothing. There's nobody coming. It's like, what? Well, it stops right before it gets to them. Yeah, that'd creep me the hell out too. Due to its history as a mental hospital and numerous ghost reports, this is one of the most haunted places in Sweden. They say that about every place, even in America. Okay. Now, this is a cabin in Sweden. It's one of the oldest cabins, and it's in the Swedish tourist organization, and it is said to be haunted. There are old stories that tell us about hikers who have died at the place in connection with the storms, and at least one death has been reported there too. A Russian man who was killed in 2003 following an avalanche. So this place is pretty hot for well, what it is, it's a little cabin on like a hiking trail out in the wood, up in the woods of Sweden, and you can book this. Go on hiking trips up there or whatever, and be like your little rest spot. Well, it's got a couple rooms in it. It ain't nothing big. I mean, you can't have a whole lot of people there. But it's a little cabin for you. But people have died in there, like they said. You know, storms, because they're stuck inside. They don't get to go out and eat or anything, so they just die. It's just crazy, you know. Cabin fever gets them every time. And I didn't write my time down, like a ding dong. But yeah, it's a little bitty old cabin in Sweden. It's another one of them tongue twisters, but it'll be written in the description of the show today. So don't worry, you can look it up. It's a little bitty old creepy cabin. It would be cool to check that one out too. I got a bucket list of a lot of stuff I want to do, but I will fulfill it. Okay, now we're going to a castle. Castle Grayskull. No, I'm just kidding. We'll be going to a castle. We're still in Sweden, but this castle is Dortingholm Drottningholm Castle is home to the Swedish king and queen. But being royalty clearly isn't a guarantee that your place isn't haunted. Queen Sylvia herself has told the public that she has felt the presence, but wouldn't share much more details. And Princess Christina, on the other hand, has written and told about her encounters with the ghost-like shadows, and her father told her about a mysterious figure that bent over him from the grand staircase over the castle. So, been some crazy stuff there. And on rare occasions, the so-called white woman also appears and is recognized as World Heritage. Anyways, a woman in white shows up sometimes. But yeah, there's a lot. See, now this one, man, I could have really, really dug into it and made this one's like a whole hour story I could do this one on, because there's so much stuff. Oh, okay. I do have more stuff on it. Let me make sure. Look at my notes and make sure. All right, yeah. This is my last story, so I do get some more stuff on it. Anyways, I'm still talking about it. This is dates back to the 1580s. And in 1661, a fire destroyed the place, but it was rebuilt. See, I could have really dug into this. I might do this and still do it, but do it for like a whole hour, because there's so much stuff on it. Because one queen wrote a book about it, that queen they was talking about. Not only, this is the private family residence. It's its private home, and it's haunted, and it's also their workplace. And the whole area right there, where they say is haunted. And not only a white woman roams the place, a gray man. He is a small figure and he wears an old-fashioned goat or an old-fashioned coat with a hood. He has appeared to all of the kings except for King Carl the 10th, Gustav. Okay. And of course, the white lady, however, has been felt by the staff and pretty much everybody. Legend has it that she appears once someone has died in the palace and wears a white silk dress with a lace collar. The ghost is rumored to be Angus of Armanta, who lived in the 14th century. Read, you nasty. Huh. Yeah. Well, that's about it on that. Oh, I got one more. One more page. Okay, we already talked about her. Okay. The residence place has been added on. Huh. Okay, well, this one's still talking about the lady in white. Oh. This is still... y'all quit. Yeah, this one's still talking about the lady in white. Oh, yeah, and also there are strange sounds and banging and thumping noises, doors opening, moving of furniture, and unoccupied rooms, and unexplained happenings of feelings that have been noted throughout the place. The whole place is haunted, but think about it. It's got a rich history there because it's been built. Yeah, it's him running back and forth, running around. It's was built, then it got burnt down, and then it's been a castle this whole time. So there's been a lot of tragedy, not only with the fire that happened. I mean, it's just crazy, crazy. I tell you. Yeah, sorry if you hear banging in the back. That's my sweet puppy Max. He's running around like a weenie head right now. He's possessed. He's a goddamn demon. Fucking hauling ass all over the damn house. Well, I don't got all the kids here tonight, so it's just me and the dog. So I got the recording studio door open while I'm recording. So yeah, but I love my dogs. But that was a pretty cool story. That was the castle in Sweden. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope I didn't bore you to death or bore you bad. But I got some good news I want to talk about real quick. You know how I said Lexi couldn't do it anymore and all that? Well, she's gonna be back. She's gonna come back to doing it again. So by next episode, she will be back again. We'll be back on track. But yeah, she's coming back. It's all good in the hood. I hope these scary stories didn't scare you guys too much. But I hope you guys enjoy our show. We do our best to put a good product out for you. But yeah, you guys keep liking us, keep downloading stuff, and we love the love you give us. And like I said, I hope this is y'all's little getaway from the real world sometimes, and just come hear some good old scary stories we find up. But my voice is dying, and it is late. I'm ready for bed, and I still got to edit this, but do it for you guys. Do it for the fans. But check us out on Spotify, Stitcher, Patreon, iTunes, Amazon. We're pretty much anywhere podcasts are, we are. And I'm trying to get us on more and more stuff every day. So, with that being said, oh yeah, YouTube channel, don't forget about it. Don't forget Instagram, and we are on Facebook too, so check us out. Yeah, you guys check us out, and this has been Ghost Stories Told from the South. I am your host, Stephen LeBooth, and our co-host, Alexi LeBooth, will be here next week. But I hope I didn't scare you guys too much tonight. But we love you, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.